जाओ प्रवचन सुनो।
One review matter, Lordship, against the 16(4) of the GST Act, Lordship.
You have filed a review?
Yes, Lordship. The two review petitions, Lordship, for the two different
April.
cases.
Your Lordship, serial number 79. Last time Your Lordship has given liberty to the petitioner to mention this case in which
Today, I don't think it will be
Your
taken
Lordship,
up.
any day may fix.
Mention tomorrow. Mention tomorrow, we'll see.
Please, my lord. The
Tomorrow
matter-
is Thursday, no? Tomorrow you will not be required to mention. There will be a change in the list pattern.
It's a tender matter, therefore.
There will be change in the list pattern.
All right, sir.
For this ESWC and FCI matter, my lord. Now the contractors who are the petitioners here, they have stopped working and
Tomorrow.
Well, just yeah, I'll take not more than
Mr.
2 minutes, my
Saket,
lord.
why don't you understand? Today we will be finishing off the matter which has got carried.
No, my lord, I'm not mentioning for today. We have filed a IA, my lord. If that can be listed for all the 5 matters, my lord.
I have asked you to mention tomorrow. Take the hint and then.
My lord. All right.
For orders, serial 111, 1.1 to 1.5, Mr. Abhijit Anand.
Except me or everybody else has left. No, Mr. Giri is here. Mr. Giri has concluded. आपका मैदान खाली नहीं है अभी. Mr. Giri has concluded. Where is Mr. Abhinav Srivastava? He was supposed to conclude it.
साई जी का सब ट्रैफिक कंट्रोल सब इन्हीं का है।
अरे अभिनव जहाँ से आते हैं वहाँ से ट्रैफिक को कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, इनकम टैक्स के सामने रहते हैं। जी आपसे भी बहुत सुविधा।
There was some person who wanted to argue. We will give him 5 minutes.
ड्राइवर वाला
ड्राइवर अभी पहले इसको खत्म करेंगे, उसके बाद ही आप लोग अननेसेसरली उसको बहुत बड़ा इशू बना. यस, बोलिए क्या? लाउडर माइक लगा दो.
My Lordship, on IA is pending in instant writ petition Prashant Shekhar and others versus the State of Bihar.
IA for what?
IA for my Lordship to add me as a petitioner in instant writ petition.
Very well, we allow that.
Much.
We allow that. You are also one of the applicants.
Yes, my Lordship.
All right. Give the number, give the case number and the IA number. We allow.
IA number 3 of 2025. My Lordship.
All right.
Much obliged.
There was somebody having a.
War of Independence.
Question number 101 is that
Yes.
match the list 1 of authors with list 2.
Yes, Your Lordship.
So, V.D. Savarkar, it was asked to be matched.
As per option B, Your Lordship, V.D. Savarkar book, as per the answer of BPSC, the first war of independence. But this option in itself is wrong because the book written by V.D. Savarkar, that is the Indian War of Independence. So the name of the book, which is a subjective and objective fact, that cannot be.
That would not change the honor of the question. Let me tell you, MS Luna. Now, S.N. Sen has written which book? S.N. Sen has written which book?
Sorry, sir.
कौन सी किताब लिखा है S.N. Sen ने? मेरा माइक नहीं काम करता क्या? हाँ? उनकी आवाज नहीं सुनाई देती है, इनको मेरी आवाज नहीं सुनाई देती. Am I audible to you?
Yes, Your Lordship. No, I'm sorry. I am saying, Your Lordship, only on the first option, that is the
I
book.
followed that.
The book written by V.D. Savarkar, Your
See,
Lordship.
the answer was, match the list कहता है. Therefore, matching the list is done by what?
Matching the list, Your Lordship, they have to make a correct answer against which book is written by which author, Your Lordship. The option B says that the book written by V.D. Savarkar is the first war of independence.
No, we find a different pattern. It says match the list 1 of authors with list 2 of the books on 1857 and choose answers from the code given below.
Your Lordship, is it question number 101, Your Lordship, at page 110? Question number 101.
Is one. Is one and then 4. Is 1, 4 and 2. It is our go one to the first one. Eric Stokes is 2. Leslie Chaudhary is. By right of elimination, I think there could be no confusion with respect to V.D. Savarkar not having written book on Pageant and the Raj, Civil Rebellion and Indian Mutinies and 1857. Is that correct? So therefore, the leftover option for V.D. Savarkar would be that only. Of course, I mean, that's a mistake. It should be mistake-free. We appreciate. But with respect to this, I don't think you have a case there.
Your Lordship, my respectful submission is only because of this one incorrect answer. My client is out of the race.
Otherwise also, because of this matching, you would have done mistake elsewhere also, no?
Your Lordship, but from the options available here, the correct option is not.
We are looking at the options.
Yes, Your Lordship.
V.D. Savarkar could not have been placed with any other book except this First War of Independence.
Yes, Your
Maybe
Lordship.
the name of the
Your Lordship, but
labeling,
none
the
of the
nomenclature, the name may not be correct.
But
None of the above.
but
You answered none of the above.
yes, Your Lordship. I have
That
answered.
is also incorrect.
Your Lordship, because the name of book cannot be changed, Your Lordship, from the source
This reflects your absence of knowledge with respect to V.D. Savarkar's book.
Your
That
Lordship,
we are
I
not
have
sure.
enclosed the
And
supporting documents.
therefore they chose not to make any alteration. And that's something which can be glossed over. That's something which can be glossed over, as you understand. I mean, with respect to others, had it been absolutely different, then perhaps you would have taken note of it.
Your Lordship, it may be a typographical error or
Now,
whatever that I accept.
if
But Your
on these
Lordship,
mistakes, if we take notice,
Yes,
then perhaps BPSC has no case. I mean, we can't do that.
Your Lordship, obviously there, but because of 1 marks in competitive exam, there is difference of
That's right.
this, so that cannot be overlooked in such matters, especially when this
they
is a.
could not have afforded to be wrong on any count. We understand.
Your Lordship, then my second line of argument, Your Lordship, is that the BPSC has asked for objection with regard to provisional answer keys, which is issued by
Yes,
the BPSC.
yes.
They, on 8th of January 2025, they have given time limit of 11th January to 16th of January to give objection.
Yes.
And since more than 4 lakh students have filled the form and around 3,89,000 had appeared in the exam, so obviously there must be at least 1,000 or 2,000 objection, Your Lordship. But very next day, after the date closed for the invite of the objection, the very next day have issued the final answer keys, which shows, Your Lordship, this objection which they have asked, they have not considered at all. And with regard to that, Your Lordship, I have also represented
And
after.
can we take it, I mean, just to give you a counterpoint, can we take it as an inference, as a ground for inferring that the BPSC was casual about it?
Yes, Your Lordship, obviously they are casual
Can't we
because
say
it's
that they
just
have-
a eyewash, Your Lordship.
Can't we say that it has acted with great promptitude?
Your Lordship,
You're right. They should have taken some time. In case of any dispute, they should have referred it to a committee of experts. But they have. I mean, every examination taking body, we are saying it of our experience because we conduct examination
Yes, Your Lordship.
every year. We set the questions, we do everything. These mistakes can happen, but nonetheless, not that BPSC is absolutely fault-free. We know that.
Your Lordship,
They have not
I
shown
have-
that kind of alacrity. We understand. These are grounds. And what else? Only your point has been noted.
Your Lordship, so my respectful submission that I have lost my chance of selection because of this wrong answer, which could
You
have
lost by
been
1 mark.
by 0.67 marks, Your Lordship.
0.67.
Yes, Your Lordship. If this answer would be correct, will be treated as correct answer, my answer, then I'll be through, Your Lordship. And this is not only, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, apart from this, one more submission, Your Lordship. Page 75, Your Lordship, where the cutoff marks is given for different category of candidates, Your Lordship. There we can find
Yes.
that the cutoff mark for ST candidate, scheduled tribes and scheduled tribe females, that is same, Your Lordship. So it means that the horizontal reservation which is there for the female candidates of Bihar who are appearing in BPSC, that has not been correctly considered in this fact, Your Lordship.
Why do you say that? Only because the number is same?
Yes, Your Lordship. Prima facie, it appears, Your Lordship. Obviously, I don't
Horizontal
have
reservation, the
data with
cutoff is all right. Horizontal reservation would form a different category of analysis,
Yes,
right?
Your Lordship, I have just
Merely-
drawn Your
merely
Lordship's attention, Your
No,
Lordship.
no.
Maybe.
Take it by example also.
Yes.
There has to be a cutoff for the reason that even if horizontal reservation, the basic threshold marks one should obtain.
Yes, Your Lordship.
And then if 65.33, if the place is vacant, the female candidate would have precedence over the male candidate.
Yes, Your
So therefore, it is more in keeping with the principle of horizontal reservation. Not because of non-application of mine. On this score, we have some reservation.
Apart from that, my lordship, horizontal reservation of 35% in favor of woman candidate, percentage has to correlate with the my lord roster also.
No, actually, therefore, this is no indicator of non-aspirant.
It is not necessary that out of 100 it will work out to 35.
No, you have to go through that Gujarat judgment,
Yes.
which क्या नाम है? Mr. Pandey always refers to it. That judgment which traveled to Supreme Court from Gujarat, where everything has been explained how horizontal reservation has to be calculated.
Recently, my lord,
You forget about recently, the main case which is followed everywhere.
Saurabh Yadav and BSNL case.
कोई
my
आपको
lord,
याद नहीं रहता है.
Gujarat.
Rajasthan, not Gujarat, yeah, Rajasthan judgment. Yeah. What is it? Which judgment is this?
वो राजस्थान जज तो राजेश धारिया केस
Rajesh
राजेश धारिया 2007
yes. You have to go through Rajesh Dharia, you will not raise this objection. All right.
Your Lordship, apart from this, I will adopt the argument made by my seniors, but only last submission, Your Lordship, in that regard.
We have taken note of your point. That's you have made sense to us. Let's see how do we incorporate.
Your Lordship, my only point is that the two separate preliminary exam for one exam which is not the part of the original advertisement.
That argument that is the main plank of
Yes,
argument of Mr.
And
Abhinandan.
the ratio of
Let him
selection-
expand on it. Let him conclude today.
Okay.
You are adopting his argument.
Your Lordship, please consider these points that the answers are incorrect.
We have made-
And
we have
when
made note of
BPSC is especially for this purpose,
Though
Your
with
Lordship, are
some
conducting.
reluctance, because V.D. Savarkar could be associated with only that book. The name of the book, they don't reflect that expertise. We understand that, but before making any statement against BPSC, we will have to hear them. No? We have taken note of it.
All
right.
right.
Conclude, Mr. Abhinav Srivastava. By 11:10, we will ask Mr. AG to address us.
May your lordship please.
And we will not interfere in between.
My lords must, because that gives us a newer dimension, my lord, and we improve.
All right. This is for you to keep the time limit.
My lord, yes. Yesterday, my lord, I had taken, my lords, through some of the defective questions, my lord, the objections that had been submitted on behalf of some of the candidates, and, my lord, how they have not been, the defects could not be cured by them, and on the basis of the erroneous model answers alone, my lord, the evaluation of candidates was carried out, and on that basis, my lord, they had been declared to be successful for participating in the main examination. There are a few questions left, my lord. If my lord would permit me, I'd be referring to those questions, along with, my lord, the...
Just speed up.
My lord, of course. Speed up, my lord, this is the last submission that I'm making, my lord. After that, there are a few judgments on these points, my
Yes.
lord. And then I'll be concluding. Yesterday, my lord, I had taken, my lords, to the question with respect to when Bihar came into force, my lord. There was a dispute. We'd be taking the path of least resistance. Though the decision was of 1911, it was, my lord, perhaps...
Became effective in 2012.
2012. So if the nature of the question is such, my lord, there is an ambiguity and there is a possibility of two correct answers, my lord. In that, even my most respectful submission will be that such evaluation of candidates on the basis of such questions should not be carried out. Of course, it is for my lords to see as to what was the degree of ambiguity, but according to us, my lord, the decision to shift, my lord, capital was taken in the year 1911.
You're right.
Itself,
I would have, with my limited knowledge of history, I would have marked it
1911, my lord. So that was how we understood it, my lord. Those who have traveled to Calcutta, they would appreciate it even better, because that was the year when it lost its the prospective glory that it could have had.
All right.
So 1911, according to us, is the correct answer, my lord. We are also relying on some of the sources that we have referred to, which are, my lord, standard NCERT texts. Therefore, my lord, I would most respectfully submit that we cannot actually be questioned, at least on the sources that we are relying upon, my lord. Now, the next question, my lord, was 130. Page 377 may kindly be seen, my lord.
377.
377, my lord. Which was the chief, may I please sit down? Which was the chief economic foundation of the triangular commerce between India, China, and England? The correct answer, according to them, my lord, is option B, that is opium. Whereas, my lord, the answer should be option D. Now, in order to demonstrate that, my lord, we have relied on the textbook of class 11 standard, my lord, published by
The question
NCERT.
is Chief Economic Foundation.
My lord, chief economic foundation of the triangular commerce between India, China, and England. Now, page
Commerce went on in silk, opium, black pepper, but then the chief was what?
They say, my lord, the chief one was option B, my lord, that is opium. But they had given up opium in the middle of it, my lord, and they had resorted to other things. That we have demonstrated, my lord, by way of this excerpt from NCERT textbook, my lord.
That's a debate. That's debatable. That is debatable.
Then in that event, my lord, the option more than one of the above ought not to be there. The options may kindly be seen, my lord.
Option is B. B is the correct answer.
Which is the correct answer?
B.
That's right.
They say B. We say, my lord, it is not B, it is D.
Chief. We said chief.
My lord, chief has been explained subsequently.
Silk, opium, black pepper. Black pepper, I don't know, but silk and opium definitely were there. But more than one of the above would not be a correct answer for the reason
it is chief.
They're asking for chief.
My lord, I'll just place whatever the text that is there, my lord. There is a greater emphasis on silk than opium.
Greater emphasis on?
Silk than opium. If, my lord, it goes into the realm of doubt, my lord, we would not go. But it is just to demonstrate, my lord.
There was nothing called silk war, but there was only opium wars.
That is why it became famous, my lord. But the chief foundation was Chinese silk, my lord.
I get happy when I get the correct answer in my mind. Thinking that if I had appeared, I would have...
If not for anything else, my lord, I'll just...
Opium, everybody knows.
Chief.
My lord, I just placed that.
Knows that my
I may be permitted to place the text.
Please do that.
Page 378, man.
Everybody knows that Tata was in the trade of opium before it became Tata. And that opium was traded between India and China.
Yes, opium trade. Yes, 378.
My lord, 378.
Answer is opium. there can be no two opinions. I mean, whichever text you have given, let's
My
see.
lord, opium could lead to sea of copies being written. But my lord, opium was not the chief.
Why do you say so?
I'll just place that. The opium trade, 378, my lord, may kindly be seen.
Now, if
The demand for Chinese goods-
Mr. Srivastav, you know the law that if answer has to be inferred from logic, from deductions,
My lord.
then the objection is not sustainable. You
It
know
is
that.
not, my lord.
You know
We
that.
would not be going that far, my lord.
You
It
know
is
that.
not, my lord.
You know
We
that.
would not be going that far, my lord.
From deductions,
My lord.
then the objection is not sustainable. You
It
know
is
that.
not, my lord.
You know
We
that.
would not be going that far, my lord.